Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the new fall collection from Chantecaille. They sent me the entire Lion collection and I cannot wait to share it with you. The colors are gorgeous. I'm also going to be doing a full review on my blog, so I'll link that down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing that they sent the gold face tint. This is not part of the collection, but I have the bronze tint. I don't have the gold, so I'm excited to try this out. I'm gonna use my glasses here as a headband to push my hair back. I'm wearing my hair curly today because it is so humid here in Orlando, and when that happens, I cannot do anything I can't even try to straighten my hair. So yeah, this is one of their products that you can use. It's a complexion product and you can use it under your makeup. You can mix it with makeup. How I'm going to apply it is just as a base, kind of like a primer for their skin tint foundation, which is one of my favorites. I've talked about it before on my channel. I actually liked it before they reformulated it, but they've recently reformulated it within the past year and they expanded the color range, which was very needed, so I was happy to see that. I have the shade Porcelain here. It's a little light for me because I do like to wear this one in the winter, and I haven't really been using any self-tanner. I used it a few weeks ago, so it's kind of washed off by now. So hopefully it will be a good match for me right now. This is really pretty though. It adds a nice sheen to the skin and it just gives you a nice glow. I like the bronze because I don't like to use a lot of self-tanner on my face, although I have found one recently this year that I really like, but I typically don't like to self-tan my face, and the bronze is a really nice way to add a glow to your skin without having to use self-tanner. This has a nice light rose fragrance as well. It's really pretty. Actually, if you're wanting to do a no makeup look, this would be nice to wear just with some concealer and a little mascara maybe, and you're good to go. That's so pretty. The way that I like to use their skin tint foundation is I go back and forth. Sometimes I like to use a foundation brush, just kind of buff it in at the end, but I do like to use my fingertips to apply this because it's easy that way. I feel like you can get a good control over it. I do find that this is a nice buildable coverage, especially the newer formulation I find is a bit more buildable than the original, which I really like. But you can get a really nice sheer finish with this too. I also like wearing this in the summer months because it has a little bit of a cooling sensation when you apply it, very similar to their cheek jelly and their bronzer, the gel bronzer that they have. And I will take anything that does that in the summer. Yesterday the heat index here was 110 degrees. It's insane. I'm just gonna build it up a little bit here where I have some redness popping through on my cheeks, and you can see how nice and buildable this is. I find that this foundation does a great job of just smoothing out any pores or any discoloration, just kind of giving that blurred effect. I would say that this has more of a natural finish. It's not too dewy, but it's also not matte. It just looks like your skin. As you can see, it just evens out the skin very beautifully, and I love the gold tint underneath. I think, and if you look at this up close, I don't know if it'll show on camera here, there's not any, you're not gonna get micro glitters or anything inside of this. It's just a nice sheen. It's very natural looking. It just gives an all over radiant appearance to the skin. It's not going to be shiny. You're not going to look like a disco ball. It's very subtle, but it just gives your skin a nice glow. I'm just blending in my concealer now. I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm gonna put this onto my eyelid as well, just to kind of act as a base for these eyeshadows. So if you're not familiar with Chantecaille, they always have their collections that they do, their limited edition collections for each season, go towards a cause, and this year it's going towards the Lion Guardians. If If you go on their website, you can read about it. I find it very fascinating. I love that they do that, and it's something that I always like knowing when I buy products from them. I know that they're going towards a good cause. So there are 3 single shadows that are included in this collection. The lightest shade is called Narika, I believe, and I love the packaging. Look at this. I don't know if it's gonna show, but there is a photograph of a lion on top, and then rather than their normal kind of like metallic gunmetal looking component, this one is green, which I think is so pretty. I love the green, and this is described as a demi matte finish, and this one's kind of a beige, very beautiful all over shade. So I'm actually just gonna put this all over my lid as a base. You know what, I'm gonna use my finger. I really love using my fingers to apply Chantecaille eyeshadows. They have this really nice gel powder formula that they use, so they're very easy to blend. And you're not gonna get any fallout with them because of that gelled powder formula. They're very forgiving. This is a nice shade to wear just on its own. Kind of just smooths everything out, adds a slight sheen, but nothing too drastic because it is demi matte. This just immediately brightens the eyelid. Just kind of lifts and brightens, very pretty. They have more of a refined finish, I would say, a very sheer to medium color payoff and pigmentation. They're not very pigmented, but that's what I like about them. They're very subtle and beautiful. It's a really elegant line. So the mid-tone shade is Chantecaille, I think is how you say that. This is a rose sand shade that has a more luminescent finish. This one is gorgeous in that same green metallic packaging, and here's what the photo looks like on this one. So I'm actually going to apply this one all over my lid. Ooh, look how pretty. That is so gorgeous. Do you see what I mean? How they just have this beautiful finish, not too aggressive, but, and I wish that you guys could feel the consistency of this. It's just so smooth. I'm just using my finger, kind of patting it along my lid. I'm gonna take this shadow along my lash line. The deepest shade in the collection is Marty, and this is described as a deep chocolate brown. Look at how beautiful this one is. It has a very slight kind of burgundy sheen to it. Here's what the photo looks like. Oh my gosh, it kind of matches my nail polish, which I did not plan. This is one of those, have you seen, if any of you follow, I don't know if you do, but the OPI, they recently brought back some of their OG colors for fall, and I'm such a sucker for anything nostalgic like that, and I bought six of the shades from this collection because they had Linkin Park After Midnight and the Oktoberfest. Oh my gosh, I can't remember it. I'll put a picture of it here so you can see, but I fell for it. This one is the root beer. I needed them because those were some of my favorite shades so many years ago. I actually was filming videos on this channel back then, and I used to do my favorite nail polishes video, and I probably have those included in some of those videos on my channel. Actually, you know what I'm going to do before I apply this? I'm going to use their eyeliner. So they sent this eyeliner over. This is one in their permanent collection, but it's one of their Luster Glide liners in Garnet, which I love their eyeliners, and I've never tried this shade before. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tight line with this, and then I'm going to kind of use the eyeliner on top. Whoa, I just poked myself in the eye. I am really not good at applying eyeliner and talking at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tight line with this, and then I will apply the eyeshadow on top. Okay, so I went ahead and applied the liner, and now I'm going to take that deeper shade, Marty, and I'm going to apply this right on top of the liner along my lash line. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 204 brush for this just to kind of smudge it along. I don't want it to be super defined. I want it to be more diffused. Wow, that is such a gorgeous color. If you have green eyes or if you have blue-green eyes, that is a beautiful color for you. I'm gonna use their Faux Cils mascara, and this has peptides in it if you aren't familiar, so it actually helps to lengthen your lashes, kind of similar to if you were to use a peptide like New Lash or something like that, but you get this in their mascara, which is very cool. The only thing I wish is that it was brown. I kind of find myself reaching for brown mascaras a bit more these days, but I feel like this eye look I could go for black. It gives a really beautiful, dramatic lash look. You can see the difference, and this is just with barely a coat. I'm feeling really incomplete, so I'm going to contour with their bronzer. This is in Serena. I talked about this in my last video, but this is that same gel powder formula that they use in their eyeshadows that just leaves such a beautiful finish on the skin. It adds a nice warmth and glow. They do have another shade that's a bit more neutral, so this one is quite warm. I'm actually gonna take just a little bit of this bronzer. I can't help myself. I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 202 brush and just put a little bit of this into my crease, just the tiniest bit, just to warm it up a little bit. Even though these eyeshadows are quite warm, I just want it to kind of, I find that it blends the bronzer together, it gives a more cohesive look. You know, I probably could have done this with the blush. So this cheek color that's included in the collection is called Pride, and it is a work of art. I almost don't want to use it. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I feel like this is a perfect blush if you're a Leo. It's absolutely stunning. It's a warm rose tone. So this is just an overspray. It gives a nice luminescence, but it's gonna wipe off. It's not going to be that gold shimmer. So see, I just barely tapped my brush on and that gold already disappeared. So it really is just purely for decoration. It will add a little bit of sheen to the blush, but like I said about Chantecaille, nothing's going to be very glittery or shimmery. It's just gonna give a nice luminosity to the skin. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow. It actually goes very, of course it does, but it goes very nicely with these eyeshadow colors. Gorgeous shade. That is perfect for fall. The thing I love about Chantecaille blushes is how finely milled the powder is. It just blends, almost kind of has an airbrush effect to the skin. So pretty. I love this color. So in the line collection, they released 2 lip veils. And if you're not familiar with these, the formula of these, they have a very balmy, hydrating finish. They're not a very opaque lipstick. You can kind of sheer them out. I love the packaging of these. They have the lion here and they're magnetic packaging. So if you're not familiar, I just think the way that they close is so satisfying. So Rock Jasmine is the more, I would say, more neutral shade. They describe this one as a tawny cinnamon brown. So I'm gonna try this one first. And then they have this deeper, rich blackberry. It's called Candelabra. So I'm gonna try Rock Jasmine first. It's just such a nice finish to these lip veils. One of my favorite lip formulas across all makeup brands. I just think it's very comfortable. That is very pretty, great, warm, neutral, everyday shade. A little bit deeper than my normal, but it's very wearable. So I'm gonna take that off and let's try Candelabra. I see a lot more blue in this. It has like, I want to use my finger to kind of blot this one in. It's giving a really nice kind of just bitten berry stain. Wow, that's very pretty. I'm surprised by this one. I wasn't sure I was gonna like it because I typically don't like, I like a more neutral or warm color for my lips, but this one's really pretty. I would say the standout for me in this collection is definitely the cheek color. I just find the formula of their cheek colors to be so nice. They apply it so evenly, and the lion, it's gorgeous. And then I also, goodness, you know what? I still have the candelabra on my lips, and I'm very surprised by that. When I was thinking that I was gonna like Rock Jasmine better, but I think I like candelabra the most. It's just really, I don't know, it's fun, it's different for me. And then for the eyeshadows, I don't know if I can choose a favorite from these three. I feel like all three of these are eyeshadows that I can see myself wearing a lot. You know, if I had to choose one, this Chantecaille, I think, is so pretty, and it might be the most, I wouldn't say it's the most versatile, but I would say it's the most exciting for me because I can wear it as a shadow on its own. But I don't know, I really do love Marty too because I think it's so pretty along the lash line. Gosh, this is such a gorgeous collection. I think Chantecaille knocked it out of the park with this. Let me know if you've tried it in the comments, if you're gonna try anything out. So that is everything for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, I'll put everything linked in the description box below. I'll also link my blog post if you wanna read more about these products. I'll put that below as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you wanna see more videos from me. But I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.